Are you kidding me? Levels.
What is?
My headphones. I think it's fine. What's up, Tim?
Is it bad?
No.
Echo?
Echo, no.
Echo.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
What's up?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Even though last time we recorded, we were like, yeah, we're back. And then...
How long has it been? A month?
Sorry. Probably. It's been about a month. It's a nice gloomy Thursday around midday.
Mm-hmm.
We got a storm coming in, so we got some green tea.
We drink tea now.
Yeah. I said to Tim before we started, we started off as men when the podcast started. We're drinking beer and liquor and having a good time, and now we got all of us are 30 now and almost 30, and we're just drinking warm tea.
I mean, how long? This is what, 2 years we've been doing
We
this?
just passed 2 years in, I think Ashton said August. We recorded our first one in 2 years.
Yeah, it's about right.
So we're officially season 3.
Season 3?
Yeah. I can't sip on that yet.
It's too hot?
Yeah, it's a little too hot. Yeah, we have a hurricane coming through. It's really hitting Florida, but we're going to be getting the outskirts of all the weather, wind and rain and stuff. So,
yeah, here's the thing. Is McDonough?
they're saying we're going to get like the heavy winds and rain and stuff. We're not going to get like heavy hurricanes, but this is what happens every time. And then it always curves right.
Yeah.
And then it goes back into the ocean.
Yeah.
So everybody's preparing for it. Like me, I strapped down everything in my backyard today.
Yeah, you did.
But other than that, no.
So a lot of you might be wondering why we switched backgrounds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jesse built an entire wall display.
It's called a built-in. Yeah, from IKEA, which you can't see most of it, but you can see a lot of it.
Yeah, where do they see toe?
What?
Where are they seeing toe? Right there?
Yeah, probably. Where at? Right here? I don't know. Somewhere over here. Yeah, so I built the shelves going around, covering the whole crappy wall, and built it around the projector. So,
did you think about like adding a little bit more wood around to make it look like the projector is indented into the...
I still like the idea of putting another shelf on that side.
Yeah.
But it doesn't fit right now. And it would kind of be, unless I ordered a little bit of a smaller projector.
Would you do like a tiny wood blocking the front of the
yeah, maybe
screen to
like
make it
build a
look...
frame.
Yeah, like a frame kind of.
Yeah, I could probably do that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. I didn't think of that.
Nice.
So,
I mean, it looks really good though.
thank you. Yeah, that was the day we got back from vacation. Went to IKEA and spent way too much money and built it all in one day. So
That's
cool.
what you do on vacation.
Yeah, man. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna rest when I get home. I have 2 days off before I go back to work, and then the day I'm also fighting a cold. The day I came back, I built these for 8 hours during the day.
As
So
one does.
It took up all. Yeah, I didn't rest at all. So, but I don't know how to rest. That's my problem. I'm like my dad. I can't rest. So
Unless you're dying.
yeah, that's a good point. My dad's not dying. That's just a true fact. So yeah, so we got back from vacation last week. We went to Universal with Dan, Lou, Kara, Seth, Rain, me, and Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a full group.
How was it this time though? Rate your experiences to Universal. Was this top tier?
This was the best trip we've had.
Yeah.
We always have a good trip, but this one was the best. Everything felt relaxed because, so we have season tickets this time.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't, like when we got there on Sunday, we went to Downtown Disney. We actually got there on Friday, but we stayed with those family friends.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday was when we were checking in. So went to downtown Disney, hung out for a little bit, went to the hotel, checked in. I think we went out to dinner that night with everybody. Monday morning we got up and we were killing time, so we went to Universal and just rode 2 rides and then left. Like there's no stress to like you go for a day and that's it. It was like really nice. So we went, I think every day we went, at least did something at the park. And then I think Tuesday was our big park day with everybody. And did all the big, Hagrid, Forbidden Journey, Hulk, Velocicoaster. I rode E.T. for the first time.
Do you like Hagrid's Forbidden Journey?
Oh, that's 2 different ones. Hagrid
or
and
Hagrid's
Forbidden Journey. Hagrid's is probably my second favorite.
Yeah.
At the place.
Yeah.
It probably goes Velocicoaster, Hagrid's, and then Hulk is like a close.
Everybody talks about the Velocicoaster.
It's incredible. And then we went back on Thursday, and me and Savannah just did like 2 rides again, and we rode Velocicoaster again, but we waited a little longer to get to the front of the line, and or on the front of the coaster, and that was a whole new experience. It was so freaking cool. So I may end up riding in the front every time when we go now because it was that good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, overall the trip was great. I rode E.T. for the first time. I rode Spider-Man for the first time. And then and then some days we would all just split up and do our own thing, which was fun too. We did an escape room at Universal. We did the Jurassic Park escape room.
Now, pretty
cool.
Most of you guys had the season pass, right?
Me, Savannah, Dan, and Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kara went for a day. Is that my laptop working overtime? Wow. It's revving up.
It's loud.
Yeah. Kara went, like the day we all went was on Tuesday. Kara, Seth, and Rain went with us. And then like one day, Dan tagged along with me and Savannah, but he split up. We did one ride, I think, together, and then we all split up. And then drank a ton of butterbeer. Remember how good butterbeer is? So good.
I don't like the liquid. I just like the frozen.
I think I'm the only one.
I don't like it, yeah.
Yeah, I think I am the only one. They got frozen the whole time. I only got the regular. But you can get 2 shots of rum in there. And I did that almost every time. That was delicious.
You have to order them separate, though, right?
Yeah, you got to order them separate and then take them outside and put it in. Like outside the bar. Because it's copywritten, the drink. So they can't actually see you do it, but they're like, take it outside. Like, they're cool about it. And then we did Halloween Horror Nights, which was great.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it this time. I did last time, but I ran out of energy pretty quick. This time we were there till like midnight. Then we left. We did the big ones. Quiet Place, Ghostbusters. We skipped Insidious. And then we did a couple other random ones. Then we left at like midnight. Seth stayed until like 2, I think. And because after midnight, the lines cut down to almost nothing. We waited like 40 minutes sometimes for one haunted house. It was ridiculous. When we left, Seth was like going to check everything else out. He walked through every single haunted house. He said Insidious was by far the scariest and most impressive thing he's ever seen. And I'm glad I didn't do it. I kind of wish I did, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
He said they walk you through like a room of mirrors. It's like a mirror maze. And then, of course, you see yourself and other people. And then they have mannequins throughout the whole thing. But 3 of the mannequins were real people. So when you get up to them, it scares the heck out of you. And then, like he said, at one point, you walk into the house. Have you seen the movie? Apparently, it's a house that possesses a boy. And so, like, they do a good job. They're all in different warehouses. And then when you walk into the warehouse, it's all dark. And then the beginning entrance kind of sets up where you're going. So at the Ghostbusters one, you walk around the corner, it's pitch black, and then you turn the corner, and it's snowing, and you're in New York City. And it's like you feel like you're there. You look up, you see the skyline. It's incredible what they do. So he said the first room, you walk around the corner, it's pitch black, and then you turn the corner, and the house is there. And you're walking up to the house, and there's a guy on the front porch, just walking back and forth. And then you walk into the house, and then the whole house is built out.
It's only one night, right?
No, they do it for like 2 months.
But it's only like once a week, or is it every night?
I I think it's Wednesday. I think now it's Wednesday to Sunday, and I think October it's every night.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know.
But
you got to get a separate ticket.
Your
for
ticket's only good for one night, right?
Yeah. It's like buying a park ticket.
Yeah.
And we got it on discount, and it's $75.
Yeah.
I think it's normally $90. So if you got to commit to doing it, and then there's scare zones throughout the whole place.
It's in Universal.
Mm-hmm.
So
on Universal, not Islands of Adventure. It's on the right side. So they close the park early, and then at 6 o'clock they open up, and it's Horror Nights. So they deck the whole thing out. So they have scare zones as you're walking through the park where you know you're going to get messed with and touched and stuff. Not touched, but they mess with you. And one of the scare zones was Blumhouse. Remember the Blumhouse?
Mm-hmm.
It's whoever the makers are of all those Netflix shows.
Yeah.
So, and then Megan was there. Remember that movie, Megan, the doll?
Mm-hmm.
She was there, and she's just roaming through the crowd, and you don't know she's there. Like she's walking with regular people, and then she'll turn around and just stare at you and like run at people. She was terrifying. The guy from Black Phone was there. Did you see the video and photo of me? He's on a stage, and he's just walking back and forth. And I like made eye contact with him, and he stopped, and then was just staring at me, and then jumped at me, scared the heck out of me. He looked so good. So they do a lot of cool stuff like that. So it's cool to experience. You just got to be prepared for getting scared.
I'm surprised you're into it.
I carried a buzz for the whole time. I had to get a little liquid courage in me. But I would do it again. We've done it the past 2 or 3 years.
They change every year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the year we went a couple years ago, they had Beetlejuice. And I was hoping they were going to have it this year because of the new movie, but they didn't do it again. Ghostbusters was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably my favorite one. It was the least scary, but it was still scary.
So what was the scariest thing you went to? Because you said that you didn't go to Insidious.
Yeah, the first one we did, Quiet Place. Which, again, was like, at the end of it, you're like, oh, that's not so bad. But in it, you're scared to death, man.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah. Then we did some, like, Goblin one. It was kind of like just like an offshoot one, which was pretty creepy, too.
Nice.
So it was cool. Yeah, it was a good trip, man. Bought a ton of Legos, bought a lightsaber, went down early. It was cool. Yeah.
What was the drive, like 6 hours?
Yeah. With stops and everything, it's right at 7 hours. You got to prepare for it.
I hate those kind of drives.
It's tough, dude.
Yeah.
It's really tough.
Especially when you get older. You want to stop all the time.
Yeah. And we did it when I got off of work. So I went right from work to getting in the car. And she made me drive first. And I was like, really? So first 2 hours, I got home from work. We got right in the car, another 2 hours of driving. So it was tough.
So how long did it take you on the... So you left what time?
6? No, 5. I got off early. 5:30.
Got there about 1, 12:30?
I think it was midnight.
Yeah.
It was right at midnight. Yeah. About 7. Yeah. So, and it was both ways was 7 hours. So if you leave at a good time and don't hit traffic, it's fine. You kind of just deal with it.
When you get older, you just don't want to drive those drives.
I know, man. And they do it. And she's going again in a week or two. Like,
yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
But they like it. And she does it by herself sometimes. It's crazy.
Putting some miles on that car.
I know. It's almost at 50 already, man.
Huh?
Yeah. We bought it at like 30.
Oh, I thought you bought it new.
No. I think it was 29,000.
Damn.
That thing climbs. Yeah, so that was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good trip. So, and we still have the season passes, so she's going to want to try to go again sometime. I don't know when. I probably won't be able to take another trip this year. I think because peak season is like a month away, so I can't really do anything.
I don't, my next vacation, I don't want to do a park trip.
Yeah.
That's like what the group does.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend group, they like park trips. I don't want to do a park trip next time.
I definitely want to relax on my next trip.
Yeah.
You don't relax on those kind of trips.
You might have a day, a buffer in between.
Mm-hmm. And we did. For a day, we napped for like 3 or 4 hours in the hotel.
Yeah.
We did it before Horror Nights. We all took a nap, so we were like ready to go into it. So, and then all the dinner we ate at was great. It was worth it. It was a fun trip.
You stayed in the resort, right? So you just took the buses over?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever go without going to a hotel there.
Yeah.
You don't get in your car for the week. Oh, I got Wawa a lot too.
Yeah.
That was good. That's the only place we drove. But Yeah, it's worth it. You just hop right in the thing. It takes you
Yeah.
wherever. And it was like a 3-minute bus ride anywhere you need to go. So
And you don't have to worry about, like, you could get drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Or go back and forth. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was good. We'll do it again sometime, but
Yeah.
at least a year for like a big trip like that.
Yeah.
I just don't know if you'll want to do it again. But then we came back and did that, and now we're back to work. Reality. Ish.
You got a couple days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big cabin trip postponed too. You were supposed to go to the cabin this weekend.
Yeah, that didn't really pan out.
Storm.
So
it's supposed to get bad up there?
they're saying like, yeah, even North Georgia. They're saying Northeast Georgia now. This is what's happening, and I knew this was going to happen. Like 3 days ago, everything in Georgia was like, we're going to get hit. And as it gets closer, they're like, oh, it's curving right. And even earlier in the week, it was saying by Saturday it's gone. And I was like, we're getting up there Friday night, so why not? But he called and moved it, so which it sucks though because I can't take off another day now. I took Friday off to do that trip, and now we can't. So it sucks, but
so now the next time you go, you'll have to wait till after work.
Yeah. Which I mean, I was probably gonna do this time anyway because I don't like driving alone up there, but it's whatever. It'll be fine. It was kind of like
it'll be this year though, right? You guys will go this year.
We're probably thinking October or something.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, like all of October we have dates at the church. We're all booked rest of the month, and then November starts. It'd have to be like first weekend in November or something if we were gonna do it. I mean, we could always just say, hey, we end of October, tell them we can't do one of the weeks, but that would kind of suck to do that.
Well, you guys are going to have to think of a date fast because you got to call Monday.
Yeah.
So you would have to have a new date.
We'll have to, I don't even know if he has available.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And what if he doesn't have availability?
We may just push it to January, like we did that other trip. I don't know.
Get stuck there.
We got to take the new RAV4, man. Brand new car.
Yeah, brand new
How
car.
you like it so far?
It's nice. All new cars feel good when you drive them, especially when your car that you had before was 6 years older. It's nice features, though. It has a lot of good stuff inside. Wasn't planning on getting a new car. Kind of just...
It happened fast.
It happened. My car was kind of gonna have some issues, and they gave me a good deal on my car. So... They gave me like $3,000 more than what it was worth, Blue Book value. So,
yeah, that's big.
Yeah, you got to bring it back Monday because there was a little dent. Someone opened a door. It looked like they got most of the dent out, but there's a little white speck. So they're gonna take it to a different Toyota place, try to get it all good. And if the guy said if I still don't like it, they're gonna get me a whole new car.
That's the thing. Like, it's funny they try to get away with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, if they were real, like, decent people, because it's in the contract, they would just fix it the first time.
Yeah.
And have nothing on it.
Yeah.
That's what they do, though. They do little bit and see if you're going to deal with it. Because it's going to cost them thousands. Especially if it's a whole nother car.
Yeah.
And those doors are expensive.
Yeah.
When Savannah got wrecked, the doors were $2,000 each. Like, alone. Like, it's insane. And they didn't want to do it. But.
Yeah. So, I like it so far, though. It's nice. Only had 6 miles on it, so hopefully it doesn't get, I mean, I know we're going to be using it to travel, but I hope we don't take so many trips to where it just starts bumping up.
And if she's going to Florida, she's going to ask you if you can take it.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge.
Right.
When we get there. But good car, new car, reliable car. It's nice.
You won't have to worry about that car for 15 years.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. So...
that happened, and then your dad got a new car too.
Yeah, he got a freaking monster of a car. It's a 06 Shelby Cobra Super Snake. It's sick, all black, decked out. We took it to the square on Tuesday.
Makes you not want to drive yours.
Yeah, my car feels like a little, which I always did feel like a little baby, but this car is a beast of a car. It's got power, supercharged, like it kicks into gear.
No, it feels good when you're in it.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah, it's cool.
It doesn't feel old, that old.
Yeah, and you don't think 06 is not that long ago, and then you're like, okay, that's about almost 20 years ago. That's insane.
Yeah.
It's fun to drive, yeah. And then he just got another truck out of nowhere.
You got another truck?
He brought bought like another project car, even though he was trying to get out of projects.
Yeah, he said he was done with projects.
I know. I don't know what the deal is, but he's always got to find something. That's how he is. He's got to have something to work on.
I think he's gonna drive this Mustang for a couple months, get his fix in. I think he's gonna get rid of it before January.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he at least listed it
Yeah,
by the new year,
yeah.
because it's expensive.
It
And
is.
it loses value. He's always used to old cars that gain value, and that car is only going to go down for a long time.
Yeah,
So he wants to probably.
but he's not gonna drive it like that.
no.
He might put a couple 100 miles on it, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. That's good tea.
Yeah, it's really just gonna be like a quick joyride, and
I
then
think so,
back.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. But it's still fun to drive for the time being.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think it has? Like, how much horsepower?
I don't even know. I threw out a number like 600. I just don't
Yeah.
know if that's accurate.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
Yeah, you feel it.
Yeah, and when the supercharger kicks in, you're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
Like, you really feel it. It's cool.
Nice.
So we'll drive it more
Yeah.
whenever the weather clears up. Yeah. So, and then football season just came around too.
Football season did come around.
Yeah.
We're on week 4 coming up.
Yeah, it's probably our favorite time of year, right?
It just there's no better feeling than football season.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the weather starts changing a little bit. It gets cool out. You know the grill,
Mm-hmm.
the
So I was gonna say
beer.
the grill comes out a little more.
Yeah. The leaves start changing. It just feels good when you're watching football at night. You hear the
Yeah.
broadcasters.
Yeah.
It's just nice.
And it's almost on every single night
Yep.
now.
Between college and NFL, you have it a good 5 days out of the week.
Yeah. Yeah. Tuesday and Wednesday, the only days you really don't have them.
Yeah.
Thursday, sometimes Friday. Yeah.
You do have NFL Thursday, college Friday, college Saturday, NFL Sunday, NFL Monday, and some college Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So you got it a good bit.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of good games on coming up this week.
Yeah, we're going to get to watch Georgia, Alabama
Yeah.
together.
They never play this early
No.
in the season. It's crazy.
They always play in the championship.
Yeah.
It's nuts. So this is the first time it's regular season.
Yeah.
It's at Alabama, I believe.
I don't 100% know.
I think it is because they're favored because of it.
But
they're both really good.
And Georgia had a bye week last week. They came off a really hard-fought win against Kentucky the week before. They won.
Yeah, by like 2 points, I think.
Yeah, and
Like 19-17.
yeah,
or something.
well, no, it was all field goals for Kentucky. Kentucky only had 12 points. They had all field goals.
12. Okay.
I think it was 15-12.
Right.
I think it was 15-12. They are playing in Alabama.
Tuscaloosa.
So Alabama is still good, but I don't think they're number 4. I think they're still learning with their new head coach and the offense.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be a good game. I just don't know if it'll be like a 3-point game like it usually is.
Yeah. I hope it's high scoring at least.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I can't believe Texas has won. They look great.
Texas will, if Georgia wins, Texas will go back to number 2. I think they're just
so?
going to keep flip-flopping.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess because if Georgia beats Alabama, that's huge.
Yeah.
I don't know who Texas is playing this week.
They're not playing anybody this week, but
Okay.
at the end of October is Texas, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
At the end of October.
Damn, I hope they're still 1-2.
Yeah. So
We've never seen that in a regular season.
No.
That's awesome.
And Georgia is playing Tennessee, and they're number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia's playing Ole Miss. They're top 10.
Yeah.
So Georgia has a tough schedule this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad. It makes it more entertaining to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just see these blowouts.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm more into NFL than college.
Do you think? Yeah, I mean, you've always been in NFL. Do you think you're only into it? I mean, obviously because of fantasy.
It's more because
It's
of
more,
fantasy.
yeah.
Like I've always liked watching, but now I know players and defenses and
Mhm.
coaches and
Yeah.
kickers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely more in tune with it. Now I know how little I used to know. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I hear of players' names. I'm like, oh, they're probably rookie. And they're like a 7th year running
Mhm.
back. You're like, I have never heard of this guy before.
Yeah.
And they're good. So yeah, and I keep up more with like stats and all this
Injuries.
stuff. Oh yeah.
Injuries.
You want to talk about injuries, man? Man, after the first 2 weeks, I had 5 people
Hold on.
out.
So Jesse was the number 1 overall pick in our fantasy league this year.
Yeah, we need to go over the draft too.
We did everybody was here for fantasy this year. We had a big draft party.
My dad brought up a podium from the school with a microphone on it.
Yeah.
Had music playing.
We went all out. Jesse is number 1 overall pick. He was stressed about it. He's going back and forth between new players, and you picked.
Because we find out an hour before the draft.
Yeah.
The order. So
Yeah.
the whole day I'm like, I don't know if I would want number 1. I don't think I want it because number 1's clearly McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Consensus. So I'm like, what are the odds? And then it comes out, and I have the number 1 overall pick. And I start stressing out. I'm like, I have to pick McCaffrey.
Yeah.
But he's been injured since August with like a quote-unquote minor injury. So it comes up. I shocked the world and picked McCaffrey.
Who was number 2? I think Dan was 3.
And Joanne was 2.
No, my mom was 4.
Seth
was
somebody
2.
that wasn't here. And he picked Bijan?
I don't think he was number 2 overall. No, I don't think he would pick number 2 overall. Is that?
Brees Hall?
Maybe.
I think it was Brees Hall.
Maybe. Because he was on auto pick.
Yes.
So.
And then your mom, Dan picked CeeDee Lamb. Your mom picked Tyreek.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked McCaffrey.
And just think about this. The top 4 first picks have been
meh.
meh.
Yeah. They're starting to gain traction. CeeDee had a big game.
1.
Not recently. Yeah, he did have a big game. Brees had a great game early. So McCaffrey, we'll get back to McCaffrey.
Yeah.
He has not played yet. It is week 4.
Yeah.
He has been dealing with this damn tendonitis in his Achilles, and we didn't know this until 90 minutes before the first game.
Yep.
News article comes out. McCaffrey's placed on IR, which means minimum 4 weeks. So I'm freaking out. I end up picking up the backup running back. He's kept me afloat so far.
He's been very good.
He's been great. The first night he had 26 points.
That's crazy.
Which is for a backup running back doesn't happen.
For most running backs, it doesn't happen.
Yes,
26.
That's true. But he's gone down every week since.
But it's always been over 10, right?
Yeah, it was like 26, 17, and then I think 11 or 12. So it's like it bounces.
Yeah.
So I've stayed afloat. But then week 1 was McCaffrey and so from last year, my issue was my quarterbacks kept getting hurt. 2 quarterbacks I drafted both had season-ending injuries last year. This year, I picked Jordan Love. Always been a healthy QB. Literally the first game of the season. Last play of the game, Jordan Love hurts his MCL.
Were you watching that live?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, yeah, of course. Sure. So he's taken out for a minimum of 2 to 4 weeks. And then week 2, Cooper Kupp, who I drafted on a whim, gambling on him. Week 1, he did excellent for me, 30-something points. I was telling everybody I was right. Everybody else was wrong because Nakua got hurt. I was like, yeah, I love it. Week 2, Cooper Kupp gets hurt. And he's been out since then.
And he's a little older.
He's older.
Yeah.
George Kittle he got hurt.
That's crazy.
Mostert.
Let's just talk about the 49ers for a second.
Yeah,
McCaffrey,
please.
Kittle, Debo.
The receiver got shot in preseason.
Yeah.
So he was out. They drafted him. And then that's not including all their defensive players.
Yeah. They do have a lot of
They have
injuries.
like 6 people on defense that are out. They're in trouble, but they're still winning somehow.
Yeah.
They lost 1 game. I think they're 2-1 or 1.
I think they're 1-2.
Really? That sucks.
Yeah. Because they lost to the Rams in overtime.
Yes. Yeah. That was the most recent one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were probably 1-2.
They're
in
1-2.
trouble. Which honestly is good for me because if they were 3-0 and they dominate this year and McCaffrey comes back, they're not going to play him a lot.
Yeah.
So if he does come back, they're going to need to play him because they need to win games.
Yeah. Debo's questionable for probably the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
the injuries this year have been insane. The amount of and then all the big players and tight ends too, man.
Mm-hmm.
All the stud tight ends. Everybody this year was saying this is the year for tight ends. Draft tight ends early. All of them have sucked.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
Kelsey doesn't do anything. Laporta's hurt. Kittle's hurt, even though he had a good week. Mark Andrews is scoring zeros. It's nuts.
You have to have like 3 or 4 injuries on your offense for tight ends to get love.
Yeah, it's sick. Ferguson was hurt, and
you
then
could talk about Kincaid.
My gosh. So I'm playing against Navarro's cousin Andrew in the other fantasy league. And I was like, I need 14 points, which is a long shot for tight ends. He was the last guy to play that night. In the first quarter, he scores 13, I think. 12 or 13. And I'm like, oh, no question. This is awesome. Then the Bills ended up blowing out the Jags, and they pulled all the starters out in the second half. He didn't get another point. I lost by 0.3 points, which means all he needed was one more catch or 3 yards. He didn't get it. So I ended up losing. But that's just fantasy, man. Fantasy it's so fickle. You never know what's going to happen week to week. Dan's upset because he's 1-2, but he has a great team.
That's what I love about it, though. Like, you could pick the best players and have the best team, but it doesn't even matter because it's week to week.
Seth had a terrible team. Rain had a terrible team, and then last week he put Jawan Jennings in on a whim, and he scores 46 points. A third receiver option scores 3 touchdowns. So,
Ryan arguably has one of the best teams right now, and I actually beat him.
You beat him
week 1.
Yeah,
crazy
by a point.
By a point.
You just never freaking know.
Yeah.
So it's nuts, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I love fantasy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna do the other league next year.
I don't think. I was gonna say that 2 leagues. I do not like juggling 2 leagues.
I don't mind juggling the 2 leagues. I just don't think I like that league.
Well, that's because you're not involved. Like, it's not.
And like 2 players I've noticed aren't really even moving their people around anymore. You got to pay to get into that one. I don't really care to do that with people I don't know. I don't know. I don't care much about it. Sometimes I like it as like a backup league. Like, it's fun to do it, but I don't care about it.
Well, I think next year we do want to do a pay-in.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's funner.
Yeah.
And it's like, everybody. So every week I'm on my toes. With the other league, I'm like, I don't know who Mason is. I don't care if I lose to him or win.
Yeah.
I only care about when I play Navarro and Andrew. So, but it's fun. Fantasy's great, man.
Yeah.
I always love doing it. The draft is so much fun. I hope everybody actually gets to come next year. I love doing it.
Yeah. Seth and Rain were the only 2 who didn't come that were in Georgia.
And it's because they didn't know.
Yeah.
Dan thought he told him and he didn't. So they could be there next year.
Yeah.
We could easily have 9 out of the 10 people.
Yeah.
If we can get Ryan to fly down, how great would that be? Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I hope Ryan's having as much fun as we are.
He said it's his first time doing it. Did you see that in our chat? I said, Ryan, you're killing it this week. He said, beginner's luck or something. There's no way. Unless he just, because he knows sports, unless he just has never actually played fantasy before.
No, he said, I'm a firm believer in beginner's luck.
Yeah.
Maybe it's his first fantasy year.
That's what I'm thinking.
But he knows it all.
Yeah,
he knows all about NFL.
And that's another thing, man. I think he had the best position in the draft. He was 9th or 10th.
10th. He was 10th.
I think
he
that's
was
the
last.
best position because you get 2 back-to-back.
I was 9th.
You were 9th. You get 2 technically back-to-back first-round picks.
Yeah.
Who did you go 1 and 2?
For me, Gibbs was number 1 for me.
Okay.
And I don't even know who my second one would be.
You don't even remember, do you?
Maybe.
It had to be high. You can't tell?
I don't really have so I have Prescott, Gibbs, Collins.
You probably went Laporta.
Maybe, I don't know if I would have drafted him that early.
You don't think so?
Tight end.
No, he was a great tight end. He
I
was
know.
projected number 2, I think, or 3.
I don't know who I would have drafted. I know I picked Gibbs number 1 though.
Yeah.
Maybe Mike Evans. I don't know.
Maybe you liked him to start, and he did good.
He was good week 1. He's been bad the last 2 weeks, and he's questionable. He wasn't questionable all week.
Yeah, that's weird. He's gonna be fine though. These guys always they have to report anything. If they have a sore toe, they have to report it as questionable.
Yeah,
with Vegas and everything.
I think you're gonna be the only undefeated team after this
long?
year. After this week.
Yeah, I was gonna say this year. God, no.
4-0. You'll be 4-0.
It'd be nice. Last year in my other league, I think I went 7-0 before I lost, and then I tanked. That's the thing though. Also about fantasy, the people who start out hot never finish strong. But I also got all the injuries now, so if they end up coming back, hopefully I'll even out. I've been winning by a couple points here and there. The first week's the only week I did really well is because I picked up Mason and won by like 20-something. And Aunt Joanne had a rough week. But she has a good team.
Mm-hmm.
I think last week against
You beat
Dan,
me by 10.
Aunt Joanne?
No, you beat me by 10.
Okay, so I beat you by 10. I beat Dan by 3. And then I
Yeah.
beat Aunt Joanne by like 20-something.
Yeah. Yeah, you
So-
killed that one.
Yes. Yeah. Because that's when Cup went off. I
Yeah.
was like, you're all wrong. And then I spoke too soon. Because that's karma with fantasy. I'm a firm believer in karma with fantasy.
Yeah.
I don't talk trash. I always try to hype people up. I tell Dan it's going to be okay. He could beat me. You never know. And
Yeah.
it doesn't happen. So I try to be a positive person with fantasy.
Yeah. Now, I think the best underrated team from so far is Ryan's team and my mom's team.
I think, yeah.
I think those two, because they're both Ryan's 2-1 now, but my
Aunt
mom's
Joanne's
1-2.
I think Ryan, I don't think he's underrated. It's because you beat him once. But I think he has the strongest team.
Out of anybody?
Yes, I think he's got the best team. I mean, he has Saquon and Justin Jefferson. Like, nobody has those two people on their team.
Yeah.
Saquon's like an MVP candidate this year.
So I think he picked Justin Jefferson first, then Saquon.
Yeah.
I think that's what he did.
Yeah. It's nuts that he got those two. So,
yeah.
and like that's the other thing. Tyreek Hill's doing crap because Tua got hurt.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb hasn't been doing anything. McCaffrey's been injured. Jamar Chase just started playing.
He's
good.
questionable.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he only had one great game
Mm-hmm.
because of the whole contract thing. Bijan has some cold games, although he's good.
Mhm.
Like all the stars this year have been doing terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So you win your weeks off of waiver wires and backups.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yeah, backups kill it sometimes.
yes, yeah.
It's just crazy.
But it's fun watching football. I love Sundays again and Mondays and Thursday nights.
Mm-hmm.
We got a game tonight. Giants Cowboys.
Giants, Cowboys.
How do you feel about it?
I think it's a double-edged sword for me. I have Dak Prescott on my fantasy team, and
Right.
my opponent has CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
So
it's always tough.
It's going to be tough.
He can throw to other people though.
He
And I
can.
Yeah, I know. Like look at last week. CeeDee Lamb did nothing, and Ferguson, my tight end, got 16 points. Like he can throw to other people. I don't think CeeDee Lamb did that well. I think he had 10 or something, right? 8 or 10. He had a bad
He
week.
had 8,
Yeah.
and I think because he was playing my mom,
Yeah.
CD had 8, and Tyreek Hill had 6. They both under 10
Wow.
points.
Wow. Yeah, Tyreek isn't going to be good for a while
Yeah.
until they get Tua back. They're on their third string QB.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm not going to – I wouldn't bench Tyreek, though.
no, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have Waddle in my other league, and I'm benching him.
Yeah.
But you can't – anytime – your number one picks, you can't bench.
Yeah.
You just never know, even if there's a rough situation. Tyreek is still the number one receiver, and he's still a playmaker. Like,
Mhm.
he's still going to do good. You just got to
Mhm.
get him the ball. So, and then that's all you guys have playing tonight, right? Is Dak and CD. No one else.
I could have Ezekiel Elliott
Yeah,
playing.
I wouldn't.
I know.
He is the goal line guy.
It's just a toss-up.
It is. He's only projected 8 points, but it's the Giants. They're terrible. I don't know.
The only reason I'm considering it is because it's the Giants.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you look up last year what he did? He wasn't playing. He was at New England.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I know
No.
I know the Cowboys, when they get towards the goal line, they just start running it.
Yeah, they do. But, yeah. I just think Rico Dowdle takes a lot of snaps from him.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. Yeah. It might be a game time decision for you. Maybe throw him in the flex and see what happens.
Yeah.
We can always do that. But then you got to pull out a receiver. And do you want to pull out a receiver?
I don't know. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pray about it. So who do you think's going to win tonight, though?
Cowboys.
I think so, too.
Cowboys are for sure going to win.
Yeah.
It's in New York, but
Yeah.
I mean New Jersey, you know.
So let's go over these picks because I'm excited about this week. All right. So
No Friday.
I do think Cowboys are going to pull it out. I think the Giants just had a good week last week. They
Mhm.
looked great. I don't think they're that good. of a
Daniel
team.
Jones is so toss-up. Like,
Yes.
he's never good all the time.
Yeah. They both got crappy defenses, though. I think it's going to be high scoring. I do. But Cowboys are going to get it.
Yeah.
So 1 o'clock, this game's actually interesting. You got to do your picks of the week also.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Saints at the Falcons. I think the Falcons are going to take that.
They're a very good team. They're
I-
just not.
I think the Saints showed their true colors last week.
You think so?
I think the first 2 weeks were flukes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're that incredible.
Let's hope Kamara doesn't play this week.
What did he score last week? Because they only had 3 points.
15.
Okay. That's a normal week.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Bengals at Panthers. I hope the Bengals win.
I think the Panthers are going to pull it out. Listen, the Bengals have their issues.
If they drop to 0-4 against the Panthers, I think the Bengals are going to win it. They need this win. But the Panthers are now good because of Andy Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
But then also remember, Thielen's out.
But listen, it's in Carolina. Andy Dalton used to play for the Bengals. He's going to try to show out.
It's a revenge game.
Yeah, he's going to try to show out.
Apparently, his next 3 games are against teams that he played on.
Really?
They said it's like a revenge tour.
Mm. Yeah. If I would have benched the Panthers QB, I forgot.
Bryce Young.
I would have benched him week 2.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have waited.
Yeah, I mean, it was a whole year last year, and they had, 3 wins, I think?
Yeah.
It's just not good.
Rams, Bears.
That's a good game. I think Bears are going to pull that out.
Yeah.
I think their Rams are missing a lot of weapons, although they beat the freaking 49ers last week.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Bears.
If
I got to go with my nose. You got to
Kyron Williams has the same kind of game that he had last week, I think the Rams will win. Yeah. But I don't know. It's a toss-up. I think I will go Rams, though, over the Bears, just because the Bears have a new QB. I mean, he was the number 1 overall pick, but he's still a rookie. And Stafford is a vet, so I'm going to go with the Rams. I think Kyron Williams will have a really good game against the Bears, too. But I'm not going Bears. No, they have a rookie QB. I think
Yeah.
Kyron Williams is going to have another good week. And I think the Rams will knock it out.
All right. Oh, I should have looked up the records. I think this should be your game of the week. I hate to hint them towards you.
Vikings, Packers?
Vikings at Packers is a huge game.
Yeah, we could do that game of the week.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. If Jordan Love comes back, I would say Packers, but I don't know if he's playing.
He is. It's looking like he is, but I'm still going to pick the Vikings. I still think the Vikings are on a tear right now. It's huge. It's a big game.
I'm going to say big scoring, 31-27.
Okay, I'm going to say opposite. They're both number 1 and number 2 ranked defenses in fantasy. I'm going to go... Now, I hope it's high scoring for the Vikings because I have Sam Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Aaron Jones in my other league. I'm going to go... I'm going to go 21-14. 21-14, which is kind of medium score. It's not low score.
Yeah.
I could see 2 and 3 scores.
Jags at Texans.
I think Texans are going to smoke the Jags.
Yeah.
No question.
Steelers at Colts. Listen, Steelers are 3-0.
They are. It's tough. Their defense is so good. Steelers are going to win this. I'll go ahead and say that. Their defense is carrying them right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think... And Colts, dude, whatever his name is,
Anthony Richardson.
Everybody was so high on him in fantasy this year. Everybody drafted him super high, and he's been crap.
Yeah.
He has the worst percentage, what is it called? Reception percentage this year among quarterbacks. It's terrible. Last week, I think he was 10 for 20 or something. It's bad.
Listen, Broncos, Jets.
Jets are taking that one.
I thought about picking up Lazard. He's open.
I think I got him.
Did you pick him up?
I might have dropped him. He might be available. I did have him last week, I think, and I dropped him for Roma Dunze. So you might be able to. I would look real quick and snag him because someone's gonna.
You think so?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers loves him, man.
I know. Eagles at Buccaneers.
Dang,
Definitely going with the Eagles.
I'm leaning Eagles.
They squeaked by a win last week, but I think they're gonna. Well,
remember their 2 receivers are out.
Yeah, 2 receivers are out. I'm still gonna go.
I'm leaning Bucks. I'm gonna go Bucks because it's home.
Mm-hmm.
If Mike Evans plays, that'll help.
Yeah. If.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going Eagles?
Yeah.
Okay.
4:00 games. We got Commanders at Cardinals.
This will be a shootout.
I'm going
A very high scoring.
I'm going Cardinals.
I'm going to go Commanders, man.
What do you think the score is going to be?
You want to go a second game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to think 30s. 30, I think 38 again for the Commanders. I'm going to go 38-31. Same score as last week from the Bengals-Commanders game. Same score. I don't know how it was that score.
I'm going 41 to
Damn.
34. Cardinals, though.
I think it's going to be Terry McLaurin and Marvin Harrison Jr. deep all day.
Mm-hmm.
I think McBride might even play. Didn't he have a concussion or something?
I don't know.
He's questionable right now.
Of course.
You have him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, do I? I might have him in the other league. I don't remember.
I think you did in the other league.
Patriots at 49ers.
49ers. I hope. I have their defense this week.
Do you?
Yeah. They don't have a great defense, but Patriots are probably the worst. They're the second worst team in the league.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Did you pick up the Texans defense? I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. That's a good pick, too.
Yeah. Chiefs at Chargers. I would love to say Chargers, but I just don't think it's happening. I think the Chiefs are obviously going to win that.
I'm going to go Chiefs. Nope, I'm going to go Chargers.
I was like, is that a question?
No. I'm going to go Chargers, man. This is a division game at home.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs have been squeaking by. I don't think there's going to be any BS penalty calls this time.
Never know.
They're going to bank on the defense, the Chargers.
Browns at Raiders for the last 4 o'clock game of the week.
Let's hope that Devontae Adams just catches all over that terrible Browns defense right now. Raiders.
And that's the other thing. Do I play my Raiders running back? I don't know.
Yeah.
I might flex him. 8-20 game.
I would go him over. I probably wouldn't go him over Zeke.
I would probably go him over Zeke.
You think so?
Yeah.
They're both not great.
No. But I do know that he would have more looks than Elliott would.
Yes, he would. That's true.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Great game.
For the 8 o'clock game, Bills
What's the score of this one?
at Ravens. I think this is going to be such a high score.
Really?
Yeah. I think they both get into the 40s. I think they have each over 20 points at halftime. I think at halftime it's going to be 24-21, and I think the Ravens are going to be up at half, and then I think the Bills come back and win at the end of the game. I think it's going to be 42-39.
Oh, my God. So I don't think it's going to be as high scoring as you think, because the Ravens are far better than the Jags as far as defense goes, but they're still not great. I think Bills are going to win. I'm going to go 27-24. I think it's going to be a field goal decision.
And Justin Tucker kicks it for the game win, and I get some points.
Opposite.
Yeah. Well,
Bills. All right. All right, so Monday night, we got a doubleheader again.
Yep. Titans at Dolphins is at 7:30.
It's going to be the most boring game ever.
No, it's at 7:20.
Okay.
And
no
then,
points scored in that one. I think it's going to be like 10-7.
Listen, you say that, but if both defenses are I think Tyreek can really get a lot of points.
Both offenses are
Yeah.
I
I think Tyreek is going to have a good week.
think so. If they get him the ball, he will. He'll
Yeah.
score 30.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Dolphins.
Yeah, me too.
I think the Titans are that bad.
Seahawks at Lions for the 8-15.
Seahawks, man. Seahawks are dominating. They're 3-0 too.
Are they? I thought they were 2-1.
I think they're 3-0, man. I think it's Bills, Seahawks, Steelers, Vikings. Double check me. Chiefs are 3-0 also. I think there's actually a lot of 3-0 teams. I guarantee you I'm wrong. This is how it always
Vikings are 3-0. Steelers are 3-0.
Chiefs, Bills.
Chiefs, Bills. Yeah, Seahawks.
3-0, man. They're good. They're sneaky good. No one talks about them. I think the Seahawks come into the Lions' den and dominate. That's my pick.
Now, I do agree that they'll win, but I think the Lions will make it a close game. I think it will be close.
Yeah. Let's hope so. We got St. Brown. That's going to be a fun week. There's a lot of great games this week, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even work on Sunday. This is what I'm doing all day.
You don't work?
No. I'm going to be watching football. Maybe we'll hook up with Dan. Grill a little bit. If we're all still alive after this storm.
I don't think it's going to even be bad.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be heavy rain.
Yeah.
Hopefully no trees fall over in my yard.
Well, the good thing is you got a lot of them knocked out already.
Yeah. I bet all that brush in the front is going to be blown all over the place. I have them in nice, neat piles right now. It's going to be all over the place. I don't know.
It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, though.
Great day to stay inside.
All day. But then after that, the rest of the week, it's sunny.
I know.
Beautiful weather.
I may still drive up to Blue Ridge out of spite. Just to hang for the day and come back. Go to the ledge. Hang out.
Oh, yeah. No more General Edge.
No.
I mean, it's kind of a relief that you don't have to go because you're still kind of feeling under the weather.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't think you would really go that hard.
Yeah.
You might not even smoke with the way you're coughing.
I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, so
Might. Shouldn't.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else?
That's week 4. I have to decide game time decision if I'm putting Ezekiel Elliott in.
Let's walk through it. We got time. Let's walk through your lineup here. I wish I had my iPad. I can grab. You know what? Let me go grab my iPad while you do that.
Okay.
I'll go through my lineup. I like talking fantasy.
I like talking fantasy, but I know I'm going to lose this week.
That's not true.
I mean, it is. Dan has one of the best teams in our league. Oh, yeah. Listen, Mike Evans is projected 15 points.
Yeah.
He's not going to get 15
You
points.
don't think so? I know I've said this to you before. That's the curse of having these high players, which of course you want, but their projections are so high that it's such a high ceiling for them to get every week. Like Tyreek is projected 20 a week. He's not getting 20 a week. Like sometimes he does it, but especially not this week.
CeeDee Lamb is projected more than 20.
Yeah. So let's go over yours first, and then I'll go over my other league.
Okay.
Let's just go through them all because it's fun,
Okay.
and we got a lot of time here.
So, here's where I'm questioned at. So, Ezekiel Elliott's projected 8.2 points. My flex is Reed on the Packers. He's questionable, but he's only projected 12.
Yeah.
So, do I risk it and put him in the flex, or do I leave it as is? Because he is questionable, and I don't even know if Jordan Love is coming back.
So my thing, actually, I can tell you right now because I have Jordan Love. Limited participant Wednesday says he's pretty close to playing this Sunday. Is able to parlay 3 limited. Yeah, so I'm thinking he's coming back. I mean, at the original projection, they said 2 to 4 weeks. This is week 4. I think he comes back. But the thing is, I like. You get more points with receivers in the flex.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you have a great running back to put there over a receiver, I would lean receiver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because my other 2 running backs is Gibbs and Harris, and they're both projected over. Harris is 13 and Gibbs is almost 15.
Yeah, you don't want to pull them out.
I might just have to leave it.
You got Reed. Yeah, Jaden Reed in the flex. I would yeah. If anything, put Zamir White there, but I don't even think you want to put Zamir White there.
I mean, he's projected 11. He's not even projected that much more.
Yeah, he's ranked. He's RB 50. Najee is 31. Gibbs is 13. Yeah, I would leave it as is.
And then Collins, the wide receiver on the Texans, he's been very high projections because he's been doing good, but he's projected almost 18.
Yeah, but he's been getting that.
Not last week, he didn't.
Well, 12, yeah. He averages 19, though. He's got 17, 27, 12.
Yeah, that 27 was crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty good against Chicago. Like, those are good numbers. Yeah, I would keep Reed. Collins. I would. I don't think you can change that lineup too much.
No. I can't play Smith because he's not playing. Thielen is on injury reserve now, which sucks.
That does suck. Yeah, he was a good late pickup.
And I was actually going to start playing him too.
Yeah, now that he gets the good. But who has his other? Didn't you say your dad or someone has that other receiver for Carolina? You were showing me, and I don't remember who had him.
I don't know.
I can't remember what his name was. I think your dad might have had him. Oh wait, do you have him in the other league?
I do have someone in my other league. Yeah.
That's probably who I'm thinking of. Do you think he's available in this league? Maybe you can snag him. Man, what the heck is his name?
I don't even remember his name.
I'm trying to look at it. Support Lockett.
I think Lazard is still available.
Oh, Rain has. His name is Deontay Johnson.
I might pick up Lazard.
Do you have to waiver him, or you can just grab him?
I mean, I would have to drop somebody. Because
Yeah.
I have two defenses, though. I have the Texans and the Saints.
Oh. Well, yeah, I would. Yeah, I mean, he's receiver 15, man. He's good. It's because he had a great first week. He had 2 touchdowns week 1. That's big.
I might drop.
Ooh, Leggett at Carolina. He's not good right now, but with Thielen being out, he was their draft pick this year. Apparently, he's pretty good out of Georgia.
I think I'm going to get rid of the Saints defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps to get a receiver because you can pick up a defense anytime.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got 1, 2. Yeah, you only have 2 on your bench. I would grab another one.
I did. I got him.
Nice.
So now do I play Lazard instead of Reed?
They're playing. Jets are playing Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't think it updated yet. What is he projected?
8.4.
Yeah, that's what he was projected last week, though, and he beat that. It's funny. I had him, kept him for a week, and then dropped him. But he's good. I mean, Rodgers likes him.
Average points 14. That's because he played at Green Bay with him.
Yeah. Yep. And fingers crossed, Devontae Adams gets traded over there. He is killing me lately. Lazard over who? Reed?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't if he's playing Reed. If Jordan Love and if he is playing, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough. You're splitting hairs at that point.
Yeah.
I
agree.
So I don't have the luxury right now of picking between players because I have so many injured.
Yeah.
So kind of like who I have is already in. I got Sam Darnold, Derrick Henry, Jordan Mason, Devontae Adams against Cleveland, Terry McLaurin, George Kittle, which is questionable right now. My backup is Jake Ferguson. And then I actually have Zach Moss on the flex as a running back. I don't know if I like that. Then I got 49ers defense.
Moss.
He's the running back for Cincinnati. He's good. He's running back 20 right now. They throw the ball to him, and he's the guy in the red zone. They give it to. He had 20 points last week. He doesn't get a lot of yardage, but he gets touchdowns because of the red zone stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in right now because Carolina sucks their defense.
Yeah.
But my only other receiver, I have Roma Dunze as a receiver, but he is hot and cold. He had 2, 5, and then 23 out of nowhere last week. So I'm not ready to put him in yet. I can put in Jake Ferguson maybe because he's playing tonight. Get a tight end in the flex, but I don't know if I want to put a tight end there.
Who's your other tight end?
George Kittle,
which
is scary for me because he plays tonight, Ferguson. If Kittle isn't playing this week, I don't have a tight end to put in on Sunday. I didn't even think of that.
Didn't Ferguson get a lot of points last week?
15. What I might do, I may use the flex spot. I might put Ferguson in tonight, and then if Kittle's playing, put him in the flex because without Debo there, he's the guy. They're gonna throw to him. Because I don't know if I want to do that gamble.
So put Ferguson in the tight end spot, and then if he does play, put him in the flex spot.
Yeah,
Kittle.
Kittle.
I would do that.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if he's playing, right?
No, man. He was out last week because of his hamstring, and he's still a limited participant.
I would do that.
I'm going to do that for now just because that makes me nervous, and I might forget about it.
Yeah, if you forgot about it, that would screw
I would
you.
have a 0,
Yeah.
or have to drop somebody good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do for now. I dropped my numbers a little bit.
But,
by 2.
Ferguson is projected what?
10
Yeah, he might get more.
against New York. They did say put him, like, if you have him, start him. But who knows? I don't like tight ends this year. They're too finicky. And I still have McCaffrey on freaking IR in Germany. He's just taking a vacation. It's crazy, man. The 1 year I get the number 1 pick, and I get him.
Didn't you have the number 1 pick last year in your other fantasy?
No. I had 5 in my other league.
I kind of like being in the middle.
Yeah. Late and middle and late, man. Like, the top 5 are always, like, the same. It's not like you're getting a huge advantage by getting
And they
number
might not
1
even
or
perform.
2. I know. It's crazy.
And like you're saying, the bar set's so high for them.
Yeah.
The bar is just always...
Flex. Yeah. That sucks. So, yeah, so for now, I'll keep, I guess, Moss there, which I don't like having running back there. That just stressed me out. Now we just talked through this. I'm glad I noticed it, though.
It is what it is, though.
Yeah. I think I'll still beat Navarro. I know he doesn't have a strong team.
He's got a lot of people he hasn't put in.
Fingers crossed he forgets.
So his neighbors is on the bench. Jalen Hurts is on the bench.
He's got golf against Seattle.
I don't think he's gonna play golf.
You don't think so?
Not over Hurts.
Yeah, I don't know. Jerome Ford, he's projected pretty good against Vegas. Madison. Wow, he's putting in Madison over your guy because they're splitting snaps, I think, at Vegas. The
Who?
2 running backs.
Oh,
Yeah. I think he just picked him up. He's got St. Brown. He's good. Trey McBride's freaking good. He's got a good team, man. I don't know. That question is just that quarterback is weird.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's projecting him to bounce back. He's just got good QBs. I don't know.
At least I can wait till Sunday to decide if I want to put Lazard in.
Yeah.
I can wait till Sunday.
Yeah, you got time. Either way, I'm excited for football tonight. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be fun to watch.
I think so.
Unless we go to the movie. She said the only showing is at 7:00 tonight. You're not gonna go if it's 7:00.
You know that movie's over 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be crazy storming by then, honestly. I don't know. So that's fantasy.
Fantasy.
Um,
I don't even... I mean, I look at my fantasy every week, but I try not to look at fantasy while the games are on.
oh, I don't.
Because
anymore.
it's just annoying. Like, you just keep looking and nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
I check after the games.
Yeah.
1:00, 4:00.
it's just too much if you look like every 5 minutes.
Yeah. You know your players, so it's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it makes the game more interesting.
Yeah. That's for sure.